Antigua Guatemala's iconic lookout. Cerro de la Cruz, or Hill of the Cross, is one of Antigua Guatemala's most famous landmarks, offering a breathtaking panoramic view of the city and its surrounding volcanoes. While it is best known today as a scenic viewpoint, its history dates back to the colonial period and is deeply tied to the religious and cultural traditions of the region. The large stone cross that gives Cerro de la Cruz its name was placed on the hill in 1930. It was erected as a symbol of faith and divine protection over the city, which had faced multiple natural disasters, including earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The cross has since become a significant religious and historical landmark, reflecting Guatemala's strong Catholic heritage, which dates back to the Spanish colonial era. Throughout the years, Cerro de la Cruz has served as a place for religious reflection, with local residents and pilgrims often visiting the site to pray or seek inspiration. The tradition of placing crosses on high ground is common in Latin America, symbolizing spiritual protection over cities and towns. Antigua, once the capital of colonial Guatemala, was destroyed multiple times by earthquakes, most notably in 1773 when a massive earthquake devastated the city. This led to the relocation of the capital to present-day Guatemala City. After this disaster, Antigua was largely abandoned for a time, but some residents remained, and over the years, the city was rebuilt. During these times, Cerro de la Cruz stood as a silent witness to the destruction and rebirth of Antigua. It became an important place for the people who stayed, offering a space to look over their changing city and reflect on its history. For much of its history, Cerro de la Cruz was primarily a religious and local landmark. However, as Antigua became a major UNESCO World Heritage Site and an international tourist destination, Cerro de la Cruz gained popularity among visitors. Recognizing its cultural and scenic value, the local government and tourism officials took steps to improve access to the site, building a stairway to make the hike easier, enhancing security patrols to ensure visitor safety, preserving the cross and the surrounding area. By the late 20th and early 21st centuries, Cerro de la Cruz had become a must-visit attraction, not just for locals, but also for travelers from around the world. Today, Cerro de la Cruz remains an enduring symbol of Antigua. It is a place of religious significance, a historical monument, a popular tourist attraction. It continues to serve as a reminder of Antigua's past, offering visitors a stunning perspective of the city's colonial architecture, cobblestone streets, and vibrant culture. Whether visited for its history, spirituality, or breathtaking views, Cerro de la Cruz stands as an essential part of Antigua Guatemala's identity.
Como les dije, de regreso. Okay. Dale, pase buenas tardes. Dale.
ein bisschen propre quand même. Hein?
tardes. Disculpe, ¿el convento de las capuchinas dónde está?
Llega a la siguiente esquina. Ahí cruza a la izquierda, en la mera esquina del lado derecho.
Muchas gracias.
De nada.
¿Cuánto costaban esa vez?
Gracias, disculpa.
Tardes.
El Convento de las Capuchinas, a historical gem in Antigua, Guatemala. El Convento de las Capuchinas is one of the most well-preserved and fascinating convents in Antigua, Guatemala. Built in 1736, it was home to the Order of the Capuchin Poor Clares, a group of nuns who lived under strict religious discipline. Unlike other convents in Antigua, this one accepted women from lower social classes, making it unique at the time. History and architecture. Designed by architect Diego de Porres, the convent features stunning colonial architecture with large stone arches, open courtyards, and intricate details. One of its most famous structures is the Torre de Retiro, a circular tower with small living quarters for the nuns. This design allowed each nun to have a private space, which was uncommon in convents of that era. In 1773, a massive earthquake struck Antigua, damaging many buildings, including the convent. The nuns eventually abandoned it, and it remained in ruins for centuries. Today, it has been restored and turned into a museum, allowing visitors to explore its cloisters, underground chambers, and beautiful gardens. What to see and do? Explore the ruins and courtyards, which showcase Antigua's colonial past. Visit the circular nuns' quarters, an architectural marvel. Learn about the lives of the Capuchin nuns through exhibits. Enjoy the peaceful atmosphere, making it a great spot for reflection and photography. Visiting information. Location: 2A Avenida Norte y 2A Calle Oriente, Antigua, Guatemala. Opening hours: typically open daily from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. entrance fee. A small fee applies for visitors. El Convento de las Capuchinas is a must-visit for history lovers, architecture enthusiasts, and anyone wanting to experience Antigua's rich cultural heritage. La Cuevita de los Urquizu, a taste of authentic Guatemalan cuisine. La Cuevita de los Urquizu is a well-known restaurant in Antigua, Guatemala, famous for its traditional Guatemalan dishes. Located near the ruins of Las Capuchinas, this family-run spot has been serving locals and tourists for over 20 years. The restaurant is unique because it displays large clay pots filled with various recados, stews, and caldos, soups, allowing guests to choose their meal by sight. Some of its most popular dishes include pepian, a rich and flavorful meat stew considered Guatemala's national dish; revolcado, a slow-cooked pork stew made with tomatoes, chilies, and spices. Kyokon, a green sauce chicken stew with a tangy, herbaceous flavor. With a rustic and cozy atmosphere, La Cuevita de los Urquizu offers a truly authentic Guatemalan dining experience. It is open daily from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., making it a great place for breakfast and lunch. Due to its popularity, it's best to arrive early, especially on weekends. If you're visiting Antigua and want to try home-style Guatemalan cooking, this restaurant is a must-visit. Iglesia y Ruinas de El Carmen, a historic treasure in Antigua, Guatemala. La Iglesia de El Carmen is one of Antigua, Guatemala's most beautiful and iconic ruins. Originally built in 1638, the church was an architectural masterpiece of the Spanish colonial era, featuring intricate Baroque-style carvings on its facade. Like many churches in Antigua, El Carmen suffered significant damage due to earthquakes. The most devastating was the 1773 Santa Marta earthquake, which left the church in ruins. After this disaster, Antigua ceased to be the capital of Guatemala, and the church was never fully restored. What to see today? The stunning Baroque facade, still standing despite centuries of damage. The ruins, which offer a glimpse into Antigua's rich colonial past. The handicraft market, located in front of the church, where local artisans sell traditional textiles, jewelry, and souvenirs. Today, the ruins of El Carmen serve as a historical landmark and cultural site, attracting visitors who appreciate history, architecture, and photography. It is a must-visit spot in Antigua, especially for those interested in the city's colonial past.
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes.
Obras Sociales del Santo Hermano Pedro, a beacon of hope in Antigua Guatemala. Obras Sociales del Santo Hermano Pedro is a charitable organization and medical facility in Antigua Guatemala, dedicated to providing healthcare, social assistance, and shelter to those in need. It was founded in honor of Santo Hermano Pedro de Betancourt, a Franciscan friar from the 17th century known for his compassionate work with the poor, sick, and abandoned. This organization serves thousands of people each year, especially low-income individuals who cannot afford medical care. Key services include medical consultations and surgeries for various specialties, a rehabilitation center for individuals with disabilities, elderly and orphan care providing shelter and support, nutritional and educational programs for vulnerable communities. Volunteers and donors are welcome to support the cause. Obras Sociales del Santo Hermano Pedro continues to honor the legacy of its namesake by offering compassion, dignity, and hope to those most in need. It is one of Antigua's most important humanitarian institutions, deeply rooted in the city's history and values. Tanque de la Unión, a historic and cultural icon of Antigua Guatemala. Tanque de la Unión is one of Antigua Guatemala's most recognizable landmarks. Built in 1853, this public wash basin and plaza played an essential role in the daily lives of local women during colonial times. Today, it remains a symbol of Antigua's rich history, attracting visitors with its charming yellow structure, peaceful plaza, and stunning backdrop of colonial ruins and volcanoes. During the Spanish colonial period, Antigua was a thriving city with a structured urban design, including public water systems to supply residents. However, not everyone had access to private washing areas, so public wash basins, or tanks, were built in various parts of the city. Tanque de la Unión was one of the largest and most important of these communal washing spots. It served as a gathering place for local women, particularly from lower-income families, who would come to wash clothes, share stories, and exchange news. This made it not only a practical site, but also a social and cultural hub. Its name, La Unión, Sha symbolizes the sense of community and togetherness that the place represented. The tank consists of a large yellow water tank that supplies a row of stone wash basins. These basins were designed to allow multiple women to wash their clothes at the same time, while fresh water continuously flowed through. The structure is built using traditional colonial-era materials, blending functional design with aesthetic beauty. Surrounding the tank is a spacious plaza, which was originally intended as a public gathering space. Over the years, it has become a tranquil spot for visitors to relax, with benches, trees, and a clear view of nearby churches and ruins. Although the wash basins are no longer in use, Tanque de la Unión remains a preserved historical monument and an essential part of Antigua's cultural heritage. It is now a popular attraction for tourists and photographers, thanks to its stunning colonial-era architecture, peaceful and picturesque plaza, panoramic views of nearby churches, ruins, and volcanoes. Tanque de la Unión is more than just a historic site. It is a testament to the daily life of past generations in Antigua. It reflects a time when public spaces played a crucial role in social interaction, making it a valuable cultural treasure in the city's UNESCO World Heritage setting. The Museo Nacional de Arte de Guatemala, MUNAG, is a prominent art museum located in Antigua Guatemala, housed within the historic Palacio de los Capitanes Generales. This building, dating back to the 16th century, once served as the administrative center of the Captaincy General of Guatemala and is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Inaugurated on September 10, 2021, MUNAG offers visitors a journey through over 3,000 years of Guatemalan cultural heritage, encompassing pre-Hispanic, colonial, and Republican periods. The museum's collection includes notable artifacts such as offerings from King Kuchman's burial at Tacalica Baj, intricate stucco faces from El Mirador Basin, and significant colonial paintings like the Exe Homo by Tomás de Merlo. Featuring both permanent and temporary exhibits. It is equipped with modern amenities, including air-conditioned workrooms for art restoration, an auditorium with seating for up to 200 people, a library, and areas designated for social events. Visitors can enhance their experience with complimentary audio guides available in Spanish, English, and Kaqchikel, providing deeper insights into the exhibits. For art enthusiasts and cultural explorers, MUNAG stands as a must-visit destination, offering a comprehensive and immersive look into Guatemala's rich artistic legacy. The history of Parque Central in Antigua Guatemala. Parque Central, also known as Plaza Mayor de Antigua Guatemala, has been the political, social, and cultural heart of the city since its foundation in 1541. Designed following the Spanish colonial grid system, it served as the main administrative and commercial hub of the city when Antigua was the capital of the Captaincy General of Guatemala, which governed much of Central America. When the Spanish relocated the capital from Ciudad Vieja to its current location in 1541, they followed the traditional urban planning model used in Spanish colonies. A central plaza surrounded by government buildings, churches, and important institutions. Streets arranged in a grid pattern, radiating outward from the plaza, a space designed for markets, public celebrations, and political events. During the colonial period, the plaza was the site of military parades, religious processions, public announcements, and even trials and executions. It was also a major trading center where merchants and indigenous vendors sold goods like textiles, food, and crafts.
The word recycle? No.
The city became one of the most important colonial cities in the New World, with lavish churches, palaces, and fountains built around the plaza. The most significant architectural additions to Parque Central during this period included Palacio de los Capitanes Generales, 1549, the seat of Spanish rule in Central America. Catedral de San Jose, 1680, one of the largest and most impressive churches in the region. Palacio del Ayuntamiento, 1740s, home to the city government. Fuente de las Sirenas, 1738, a decorative fountain designed by the renowned architect Diego de Porres. In 1773, the catastrophic Santa Marta earthquake devastated Antigua, reducing much of the city, including buildings around Parque Central, to ruins. This disaster led to the Spanish Crown's decision to relocate the capital to what is now Guatemala City in 1776. Many residents and government officials moved away, leaving Antigua as a ghost town for several decades.
What about him?
After the departure of the government, Antigua remained a quiet rural town throughout the 19th century, with much of its population engaged in agriculture. However, in the late 1800s and early 1900s, there was a renewed interest in Antigua's historical and architectural value. Restoration efforts began to preserve the city's colonial-era ruins. Parque Central remained a gathering place for locals, used for festivals, political events, and religious celebrations. In the 20th century, the growth of tourism helped bring new life to the plaza, as visitors came to admire Antigua's colonial charm. Today, Parque Central is once again the vibrant center of Antigua, attracting both locals and tourists. While it still maintains its colonial-era layout, it now serves more as a cultural and recreational space, rather than an administrative or commercial hub. The surrounding buildings, many of which date back to the 16th and 17th centuries, have been preserved or restored, allowing visitors to experience the grandeur of Antigua's golden age. Despite the earthquakes, political changes, and centuries of history, Parque Central remains the beating heart of Antigua Guatemala, a place where the past and present coexist beautifully. San Jose Cathedral, a testament to Antigua's resilience. The San Jose Cathedral, also known as Catedral de San Jose, stands as one of the most important religious and historical landmarks in Antigua Guatemala. Built as the central church of the city, it was once one of the most grandiose cathedrals in Central America, reflecting the wealth and power of the Spanish colonial era. A cathedral of grandeur. From its earliest days, the cathedral was designed to be a monumental structure featuring multiple naves and chapels, richly decorated with religious artwork, massive stone walls and arches constructed to provide stability. A magnificent dome and facade influenced by European architecture. As the spiritual and administrative heart of the region, the cathedral played a key role in religious ceremonies, political gatherings, and the daily lives of the people.
Muchas gracias.
A la suegra,
Muchas
a la
gracias.
amiga, a la enemiga. Por allá la mire que iba como que con mercadito.
El sistema inmune.
Throughout its history, Antigua experienced a series of powerful earthquakes, each leaving its mark on the cathedral. After one particularly devastating event, much of the structure collapsed, and the city's status as the capital was eventually relocated elsewhere. Many of the cathedral's treasures were moved, and what was once a symbol of colonial power and faith was left in ruins. Restoration and present-day significance.
Muchas gracias.
Despite the destruction, the
Muchas gracias.
cathedral's facade was
Muchas
restored,
gracias.
and a portion of it still functions as an active church today. The remaining ruins, with their towering stone walls and fallen domes, have become a historical site, offering a glimpse into its former grandeur. Today, visitors can walk through the imposing ruins, where nature and history intertwine. The San Jose Cathedral remains a powerful symbol of Antigua's resilience, a city that continues to embrace its past while standing strong in the present.
Muchas gracias.
Tenemos bonitas bufandas.
¿El quetzal?
Muchas gracias.
Arco de Santa Catalina, the icon of Antigua Guatemala. The Arco de Santa Catalina is one of the most recognizable and historically significant landmarks in Antigua Guatemala. With its vibrant yellow tones, elegant colonial design, and striking clock tower, the arch is a timeless symbol of the city's rich history and enduring charm. Set against the dramatic backdrop of Volcán de Agua, it remains one of the most photographed sites in the country. The Arco de Santa Catalina was originally built as part of the Convento de Santa Catalina Virgen y Martir, a convent founded by a group of nuns who had taken vows of seclusion. At the time, their numbers were growing, and the original convent building was no longer large enough to house them all. As a solution, an expansion was built across the street, requiring the nuns to cross between buildings. However, strict religious rules forbade them from being seen by the public. To maintain their cloistered lifestyle, the arch was constructed as an enclosed walkway, allowing the nuns to move freely between the two sections of the convent without ever stepping onto the street. This design made the Arco de Santa Catalina unique, not just an architectural feature, but a functional passageway born out of necessity. Like much of Antigua, the Arco de Santa Catalina has withstood multiple earthquakes, which have shaped the city's history. Many structures in Antigua were damaged or destroyed by natural disasters, but the arch remains standing, a testament to its solid construction and historical significance. Over time, as religious practices changed, the convent ceased to function in the way it once did. However, the arch itself remained, becoming a cherished relic of Antigua's colonial past. Later, a clock tower was added, further enhancing its iconic silhouette. The clock, which still works today, has become a defining feature of the arch, adding to its charm and significance. Today, the Arco de Santa Catalina is one of the most visited and photographed landmarks in Antigua. It serves as a historical reminder of the city's colonial past, a symbol of Antigua's resilience, having withstood the passage of time and natural disasters, a breathtaking scenic spot, perfectly framing the Volcán de Agua in the background. Walking under the arch, visitors can experience the essence of Antigua's historic charm, surrounded by cobblestone streets, colonial buildings, and vibrant local culture. The surrounding area is lively with cafes, artisan shops, and street performers, making it a perfect place to soak in the atmosphere of the city. Whether at sunrise, midday, or illuminated by soft evening lights, the Arco de Santa Catalina remains a must-visit destination, offering a timeless glimpse into Antigua's rich past and enduring beauty.
And it's 27.
Iglesia de la Merced, a masterpiece of Baroque architecture in Antigua Guatemala. The Iglesia de la Merced is one of the most iconic and best preserved colonial churches in Antigua Guatemala. Renowned for its intricate Baroque-style facade, historical significance, and religious importance, it stands as a testament to the city's rich Spanish colonial heritage. The church, with its vibrant yellow and white exterior, remains one of the most visited landmarks in Antigua, drawing both worshippers and tourists alike. The Mercedarian order, known for its commitment to religious service and community work, established a monastery and church in Antigua. Their first structure, however, proved vulnerable to earthquakes, leading to the decision to rebuild it into the impressive Iglesia de la Merced that stands today. To withstand the region's frequent seismic activity, the church was designed with thick walls and a lower, wider structure, a feature that has helped it survive many earthquakes while other colonial buildings crumbled. The most striking aspect of the church is its ornate Baroque facade, which features intricate stucco carvings with floral and geometric designs, 2 bell towers framing the entrance in a grand yet balanced composition, sculptures of saints and religious figures adding depth to its artistic beauty. During the Spanish colonial period, Iglesia de la Merced played a vital role in religious and social life. It became an important center for worship, religious processions, and community gatherings. The Mercedarian monks were well respected for their work in education, missionary activities, and support of the poor. The church was also known for its lavish religious celebrations, especially during Semana Santa, Holy Week, a tradition that continues to this day with grand processions featuring elaborate floats, incense, and traditional music. Adjacent to the church is the convent of La Merced, which is partially in ruins but still open to visitors. Inside the convent, one of its most remarkable features is the Fuente de Pescados, a massive stone fountain in the shape of a lily. It is considered one of the largest colonial fountains in Latin America. The convent's ruins offer a fascinating look into the monastic life of the past, with its arched corridors, spacious courtyards, and remnants of ancient frescoes. Antigua Guatemala has been shaped by numerous earthquakes, and while many of the city's colonial structures were destroyed or severely damaged, Iglesia de la Merced survived with minimal destruction due to its earthquake-resistant design. Even after the capital was relocated following a devastating earthquake, La Merced remained an active place of worship and continues to serve the community today.
Todo menos de pollo, ¿verdad?
Yo la que le compró. Mi suegra sí regaló bastante.
¿Quieres picante, amiga?
Today, Iglesia de la Merced remains a spiritual, cultural, and architectural treasure. It is still an active church, hosting daily masses, religious celebrations, and community events. Visitors are drawn to the magnificent Baroque facade, a prime example of colonial architecture, the peaceful interior, adorned with religious artwork and altars, the Semana Santa processions, which showcase Antigua's deep-rooted traditions, the convent's ruins and legendary fountain, offering a glimpse into the past. Whether you come to admire its architectural beauty, explore its historical significance, or experience its religious traditions, Iglesia de la Merced stands as a symbol of Antigua's resilience, faith, and artistic grandeur.
No sé.